Pranam Jai Gurudev. A very good afternoon to everybody. A very, very happy Makar Sankranti to everybody. आज कितना अच्छा दिन है ना? Such a beautiful day today. Not in terms of weather, but it is such an auspicious and a religious day today when Lord Sun changes the direction from south to the north. Because he goes into the Makar Rashi, it is called Makar Sankranti. And it's because of this reason that we will start having longer days, more daylight from now. And you know, the shorter days will end. We will have more sunshine from now. So today is Thursday. It is also the day of Akhand Jyoti session. I'm doing this session slightly early today because I wanted to do this session before the sunset today, being Makar Sankranti, and also that it will give everybody a chance to still do their prayers and worship Lord Sun if you haven't done it till now. अगर आपने नहीं किया है तो आप आज सूर्य साधना ज़रूर करें. आज मकर संक्रांति है तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा दिन होता है सूर्य भगवान को अर्घ दान करने का. You know what I mean by अर्घ दान? Like we take water and we offer it to Lord Surya. And people do prasad of sesame seeds, tal ke laddu, or tal ki koi bhi mithai ho. That is what is offered back at home in India. और दान करने का आज बहुत महत्वपूर्ण समय होता है. A very, very auspicious time to donate whatever you can, whatever you wish to. So, to celebrate Makar Sankranti, I've also put the video in the form of sun rays that you might be able to see. So, Akhand Jyoti, English magazine that is the publication of Gayatri Parivar, and it is now translated in many languages, and this is in English, and as promised I'm going to be doing reading of an article in English today, which I hope you all like. So first of all, from wherever you are sitting, please join me in chanting the Gayatri mantra. Take a nice deep breath in, both hands in your lap, spine up. And we chant Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. आज मकर संक्रांति है तो हम गायत्री सूर्य मंत्र भी बोलेंगे. वो ऐसे बोला जाता है. The way it is chanted is Gayatri Surya Mantra. Om Bhaskarai Vidmahe Divakarai Dhimahi Tanno Aditya Prachodayat. कई लोग सूर्य भी बोलते हैं. तन्नो सूर्य प्रचोदयात. आदित्य एक सूर्य देव का दूसरा नाम है. सो सूर्य गायत्री मंत्र. ओम भास्कराय विद्महे दिवाकराय धीमहि तन्नो आदित्य प्रचोदयात्। एक बार गुरु वंदना कर लेंगे। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। आज गुरुवार है और आज के दिन हम सरस्वती माँ की भी पूजा करते हैं, तो हम गायत्री सरस्वती माँ का भी एक बार मंत्र बोलेंगे। ओम माँ सरस्वती विद्महे ब्रह्मपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। A very warm welcome to you all in the Thursday session of Akhand Jyoti. I am Mayura Patel from Gayatri Parivar, UK, Croydon. So today our article in English is "Let us imbibe refined Dharma in our values." It is very interesting. It says refined Dharma. Now why we are saying refined Dharma here, we are going to find out in a minute. This article has been written by the head of our Gayatri Parivar, Shraddhe Dr. Pranav Pandya ji of All World Gayatri Parivar, Shanti Kunj, Haridwar. So, Shraddhe Dr. Saab says that Param Pujya Gurudev once said, Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya ji, in the medieval period, an effort was made to appease God through worldly means, and in the process, God was made physical. This led to the understanding that God behaves like a human being and that God has the same desires and ambitions that humans have. A human being demands food and God requires prasad. If you want to get some work done through him, you will have to appease him. So what does Param Pujya Gurudev mean by that? That you must have heard, a lot of people do badha. In Gujarati we call it badha. Means it is some kind of agreement with God that can you please fulfill this wish of mine and I will do this. Okay? And that can be anything. It can be visiting a mountain. It can be any form of a tie that you attach in that wish that you want to be fulfilled by God. It's like a contract. It's like a deal with God. As he is like a human being, that we should offer him gifts. And that is why we offer different kind of prasadam to different deities like Lord Hanuman, Lord Rama, Shri Ganesh. And then Gurudev is saying, unless you give him something, how can he be happy? God can never be like that. Would you agree? God doesn't want anything from us. That unless we give him something, only then he will be happy. That is not who God is. That is who human beings are. This way, God was treated like a human being and he began to be treated like a human being. This was a discourse given by Param Pujya Gurudev sometime in 1960s. Even today, especially in India, various kinds of elaborate rituals are carried out and materialistic things are offered in temples and in different places to appease God, not to please God. There is a difference. To please God and to appease God. There are hundreds of religious sects with their arcane rules and hidebound dogmas of faith. And this has made religion very narrow-minded and prejudicial, that is obstructing the growth of human spirit. Very important, that because we have attached so much value to these kind of ways of appeasing God, making deals with God, doing badha and saying that I will offer so much prasadam, I will offer so much money, I will do this, I will do that. If you please fulfill my wish. I mean, that is why, religion has become very hidebound, dogmas of faith, and very narrow-minded, prejudicial. Now that obstructs the growth of human spirit. And that is so true. If we want to be close to God, if we want to progress our human soul, for that moksha that we all are trying to achieve while we have human birth, we have to overcome all these stigmas attached to bhakti. Because pure bhakti does not need appeasing God. Pure bhakti, to please God, is to become like God. To imbibe the spiritual qualities and to be the person that God wants us to be, not what human beings want us to be. Considering these aspects, many modern thinkers are contending that religion is the most despicable of social evils, responsible for all the wars and conflicts around the world, and that is so true. No dharma, no religion teaches to have war with people of other faith. In fact, terrorism haunting the world today is a direct consequence of religious intolerance and jealousy. So the question arises, what is true religion? What is dharma? Dr. Pranav Pandya has written, the scripture says, Dharyate janairite dharmaha. That is the one that is worth imbibing in human life is called dharma. So beautiful. We all want to know what is really dharma. What is true religion? And I'm going to repeat this again. What is dharma? According to the scriptures, that is the one that is worth imbibing in human life. The good values that we imbibe in human life is dharma. My mother always used to say, the biggest religion is the religion of humanity. Manav Dharma. From this point of view, dharma is an art of living, following which a person can achieve goals in a righteous way. In a righteous way. It is an art of living. So beautiful. What is Dharma? Dharma is nothing but art of living. I put a PowerPoint presentation together about religion versus spirituality. And in that, I always try to remind myself and others that religion is nothing but a way of life. We all are living a way of life. I'm a Hindu, that is why I'm following a Hindu way of life. Because I'm born Hindu. Somebody is Islam, somebody is Christian, somebody is Jewish, whatever the religion is. We all are following our way of life. Because if we were not following a way of life, personally, I think there would be absolutely no guideline for human to follow a path in their life. So religion is nothing but a way of life. We practice that so that as a human being we know that we have a path to follow. Otherwise we wouldn't know what to follow and where to go. So for those of us who believe in religion and are following a religion, we all are just following a way of life. We are practicing those values and virtues. But spirituality is much above this. Dharma is much above this. It is not superstition. It is not blind faith. It is a constant effort to refine the self, nurture a harmonious family, and awaken a spirit of uplifting the society. This is easy looking path. What is Dharma or spirituality? It is an easy looking path, but it is not that simple. And we all know that it is not simple. To refine our own character, to imbibe spiritual values, to practice them on a day-to-day basis in our interaction with people, it requires a humongous effort. And the journey is a very long journey. It is a never-ending journey. Because we are refining ourselves, our soul, and that's not easy to practice. The path of Dharma, Gyan, knowledge, righteous wisdom, renunciation, ascetic penance, spirituality, etc., had always been challenging and will always remain so forever. Divine attributes like compassion, sympathetic attitude, equality, purity, cordiality, dutifulness, being duty-bound, inclination of selfless service, love, affection, etc. These are all the gems of Dharma. Manusmriti has described the signs of Dharma as patience, forgiveness, control of mind. So there are 10 of this. Patience, forgiveness, control of mind, non-stealing, no stealing, inner and outer purity, control over senses, wisdom, self-knowledge, truth, and equanimity are the 10 signs of Dharma. So important. Manusmriti, we have Vedas, Upanishad, and then Smriti. These are all the different scriptures of our Hindu Dharma. So in Manusmriti, it has been defined that how do we recognize Dharma? How do we know, even as a self-check, that we are following Dharma? And these are the 10 signs to follow Dharma. One is patience. We have to learn to be patient with ourselves and others. Forgiveness. This is a big one. There are things which can be forgiven easily, but then there are things that get attached to our consciousness and it is very difficult to shift. So forgiveness is a big one. Somebody asked me in a class, what do we do when we can't forgive someone? And I shared what I practice, which our Shraddha Dr. Sam has taught us. When we don't like something, when there is something that upsets us, that hurts us, or somebody has deep down, hurt our feelings, whichever way we put it, and if we find it difficult to forgive them, I've learned from his lecture that always say, idam ma gayatre, idam na mama, meaning, all my likes and dislikes are yours, mother. When I find it very difficult to forget something or forgive somebody who may have hurt me deep down, quite badly, you know what? The best way to do is idam ma gayatre, idam na mama. Mother, I place this at your lotus feet, and then leave it to God, leave it to the universe, because the universe brings an answer if we are right. The universe brings an answer. We don't need to do anything. God takes care of it. God takes care of our hurt and pain. God takes care of our likes and dislikes. So that is just one practical tip for forgiveness. Control of mind. This is very important, isn't it? Our mind is like monkey. It's so difficult to keep it in one place. We can have thousands of different thoughts in one day. Psychiatrist says it can be up to 66,000 thoughts in one day. Don't steal. Not stealing. This is another tricky one. People think stealing is only, when somebody does a robbery or theft. Only that is stealing. But stealing is also another abstract one also. These days, we see so many people stealing lots of different things, even people, right? Even people. Copying is also a part of stealing. Inner and outer purity. Inner purity is very important as well as outer purity. So when we do yajna, we do pavitrikaran. Pavitrikaran is purity of thoughts, words, and actions. Control over senses. That is another indicator of a good dharma, or to do a self-check whether we are following the right dharma or not, the right path in our life or not. Control over senses. What does that mean? Does that mean only just, control over senses is desires. How many desires we have in life? Wisdom, such an important one. Wisdom. Wisdom is the main tool to live this life. In Gujarati, there is a very good small Gayatri bhajan, and in that there is a line. જેને મળી સદબુદ્ધિ તેને શેષ શું મળવું રહ્યું એના ચરણમાં વૈભવો વસ્યુ. Wisdom, self-knowledge, truth, being true to ourselves is so important. Being true to ourselves is when our thoughts, words, and actions are all aligned. That is also another difficult one to practice, If we really want to do a self-check, we need to see if our thoughts, words, and actions are aligned. If we are thinking one thing, saying one thing, and doing another thing, that's not dharma. That's being a culprit. And the last one, Manusmriti, has described as equanimity. Equanimity means samdrashti. Samdrashti means the same vision for everyone. Treating everybody same. Having the same respect for other religion as our own religion. Having respect for other people's faith as our own faith. So these are the 10 important signs of a dharma. These are the 10 important signs to see whether we are following a righteous path in our life, to do our self-check. I will just quickly say the same 10 things again. Patience, forgiveness, control of mind, non-stealing, inner and outer purity, control over senses, wisdom, self-knowledge, truth, and equanimity. The 10 signs of Dharma. That is why we find fewer people walking on this path and more people talking about it. Shraddha Dr. Saab says, this is the reason why very few people walk on this path, but we find a lot of people talking about it. People dream of accruing supernatural powers without nurturing these virtues. Sadhana se siddhi. Param Pujya Gurudev says, sadhana se siddhi. तो सिद्धि तो मिल जाती है. सिद्धि माना also the virtual powers. So many people can attain powers by doing certain kind of sadhana. Even King Ravan had powers. But was he following Dharma? No. But he had powers because he did sadhana. He worshipped Lord Shiva. So, when you do sadhana, yes, God does grant you the boon. But is that the righteous path that we are living? So, sadhana से सिद्धि मिल जाती है. We get virtual powers by doing sadhana. But we want good virtues. So when we do our sadhana, we have to ask from God good virtues. We all just celebrated Swami Vivekananda Jayanti, right? And Shraddha Dr. Pranav Pandyaji, he said in one of his very recent lectures that how did Naren become Swami Vivekananda? Because he asked for 3 things from Mother Kali, Goddess Kali, who he was worshipping. And what were those? He said Gyan, Bhakti or Vairagya. Gyan, knowledge, Bhakti, devotion, and Vairagya, detachment. That is how he became from Naren to Swami Vivekananda. So in the end, Shraddha Dr. Saab says, that is why Param Pujya Gurudev established Gayatri Parivar, with the aim of alleviating the suffering of others and uplifting their spirits to follow the righteous path. In the present circumstances, when selfishness has overpowered the psyche of the masses, it would be true Dharma to awaken a sense of empathy in human beings and selfless service to humanity. Let us resolve to imbibe the real attributes of Dharma and inspire others to follow this path. Shraddha Dr. Saab, Dr. Pranav Pandya, the head of Gayatri Parivar, Shanti Kunj Haridwar, Makar Sankranti. Such a beautiful, auspicious day. And on this auspicious day, we remember the main points of this article to imbibe in our life so that we can uplift our soul by doing a self-check. I hope you like this article today. I hope you like this video today. I hope you find it useful. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you so much for watching the video. We all are in the same boat. And we all have to support each other, encourage each other. Today on Makar Sankranti in Gujarat, Makar Sankranti is celebrated by flying kites. And when I left Vadodara in 1986, my gosh, long time ago. After that, I didn't see Uttaran for 33 years. And 3-4 years ago, I went to Vadodara on Uttaran with my dad. and we both saw Uttarayan together. It was so beautiful. Beautiful sunshine, beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunset. The whole sky was full of colorful kites, lanterns going up. So beautiful. And the beauty of the sun cannot be forgotten. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your birthday wishes today. Thank you for your messages, your love, and all your wishes. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm personally acknowledging it here in this video because I'm here today. Um, I wanted to do this every Thursdays Akhand Jyoti video as promised. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your wishes. And whatever you do, please do remember to chant Gayatri Surya or pray Lord's Sun in whichever way you can. We still have a few hours left, so you still have time to pray if you haven't. And thank you very much. And yes, I have got a lot of messages on Messenger because there was something wrong in my Facebook account setting in the morning. So nobody could, so many people were trying to post on my Facebook page to wish happy birthday, and they all sent message on messenger, instant messenger, and they brought it to my notice that they were not able to post it on Facebook page. So if I could have a look at it, and I did have a look at it, so thank you for letting me know. I have now updated the settings, and I hope that that will do the trick. So love you all. Thank you so much. Please take care and be safe. Be safe. Good luck with everybody who is having vaccines, and I just hope that the vaccine will do an amazing task of keeping us all safe and stopping people from dying. Okay, so thank you, and see you all again on Sunday in the Gujarati Rishi Chintan. Till then, take care, stay well, stay blessed. Om Shanti.